All right, what's up, comic book junkies? Welcome to Golden Age Blues Part 1. We're going to just show all kinds of cool blue covers.
Watch Nighttiger
Comic.
Tiger comic.
Tiger comic.
Nighttiger Comic.
Nighttiger comic.
What? Nighttiger Comic.
But Nighttiger, you say that Jimmy Olsen is not a Golden Age. And you'd be right. But I threw in two cool keys that were on the wall. They had their blue covers. They had to be in here. So here we go. Golden Age Blues Part 1. And we have Superman's pal, the new Jimmy Olsen, number 134. December 70. So that's not even silver, it's bronze. But first appearance of Darkseid. Just a really cool key. This is a really cool teal that's on Superman's outfit. I've never seen a teal like that on any other cover, so it's really cool. Shout out to whoever colored this. Neil Adams cover. Moving on. Next. And last, non-Golden Age blue book that we're showing today is Tales of Suspense, number 71, November 1960-something, featuring a killer Jack Kirby cover. When I seen this book for the first time on eBay, I needed to have the highest grade copy I could find because this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. That blue is just awesome in the background. Nice Kirby. Nice Kirby action right there. Just a tip, if you're going to show a video to your audience, don't eat food right before you shoot the video. All right, into the Golden Age we go. Guys, this is going to be a lot of here. This is actually a part two-parter. I just picked this up. This was a book I've been looking for many, many, many years. It's so scarce, and found it on eBay for $10. So that's just to go show you that Golden Age comics cannot always be expensive. So this is Western Love Trails. It was a 3-issue series by Ace Comics. Was another title before this, but just a killer cover, man. Moon in the background. I love it. The trade dress, it all looks so cool. Dude, Ranch Romeo. I haven't read this yet. Romeo on the Range. What year is this from? It's from 1949. What could be not complete without a Black Cat Western starring Linda Carter, the darling of comics. This is obviously a Harvey. These are really cool. Everybody loves collecting this. It's a Lee Elias cover. Western, good girl, Hollywood's glamorous Western star. What else can I say about it? It's from 1949. Another killer book. Red Arrow number, I don't know. This was only a 3-issue miniseries also. Not miniseries, but a 3-issue series. I forget. It's a small publisher. If you like this, I think there's one on eBay right now for $29.99, and that's worth every penny. Just a nice good girl cover. What year is this? 1951. The publisher is PL. And, oh, I have two. Whoa, what do you know about that? Look at that blue background. I love how it fades to a lighter blue. Dollman. Up next, Quality Comics. This is a Gil Kane cover, as you can tell by the nose on that guy back there. Number 33. April 1951. So there you go. Jeep Comics, another series that didn't last very long. I think this was only 3 issues also. You know, I've never even peeked into this book. But type in Jeep Comics, look for these. They're cool. They are scarce, but sometimes you can get them at a great deal. This is from number 1945. Just look at the blue on that one. All right, so we got a Foremost. This is by Novelty Press. Tony Gale in Thrilling Hawaiian Adventures. Kit Carter, Edison Bell. Just a nice, good girl cover. I think this is an L.B. Cole. And it says it right there. It is an LB Cole. You can find these Foremost and these Novelty Press LB Cole covers around the the late 40s for inexpensive. Headline, yes. I just finished reading a issue of this last night. This is actually, I believe, the first appearance of Atomic Man. And his first cover would be on the next issue. This is Headline Comics number 16, November 45, first Atomic Man. It says it right there. Very cool. So this is actually the first atomic superhero ever created in this issue. Headline Comics number 16. Don't believe me? Look it up. Next, we have another Scarce War comic. Vic Jordan number 1, Good Girl. World War II. You got the noose over here. What year is this from? It's got initials there, RC. I think that's a dealer mark. 1945. A lot of times the dealers of the newsstands in the 40s would put initials on comics for their customers, especially the ones that were they had their pull list. So they put their initials on and put it in their stack. And they knew not to sell that to somebody else. I love how this is Vic Jordan, but he's right down there. I always thought that was Vic Jordan right here, the girl. So very cool cover. Guys, man, what do you think of that one? Now this one, Tom Mix Comics, this is you had to send away for this is from Ralston Purina. And the only way you could get it was to send in some box tops and money. So this is book number 7. I read this thing. This series is so good. So if you can find these, I highly recommend the art in the interiors, and the stories are really good. And let's see, I think it's from 1941. Another Fawcett. We have WoW Comics, number 21, with the Mary Marvel cover. Scarlet and Pinky, Phantom Eagle, and Commando Yank there on the bottom. Let's take a closer look. I love my WoWs. I think I've almost completed the Mary Marvel run in the WoW, except for the big books. Hey, Buster B. All right, so we got an EC, Gunfighter of the West, Johnny Craig cover. How often do you see smiling cowboys on the cover if it's not Adele? So very cool. I was happy to get this one, number 12, 1949, I believe. Yeah, no, I am right. No, it's a Graham Ingalls cover. Then we got True War Experiences, number 1. This is one of the very first Golden Age comics I bought off eBay when I finally knew what I was doing. I bought another comic, and the guy asked me if I wanted this and how much did I want it for. I never knew nothing about it. I said 30. I don't know if I overpaid or not. And I actually haven't even read this thing yet. I'm not going to look at the year because the next comic is a double, and it's one of the Killers comics in my collection, and it's got a killer blue cover. Hey, killer, all right. Beware, King Cole is on the loose. Beautiful, beautiful book. Look at the blood dripping off his hands. And I got a second copy there. Dirty, lower grade, but heck, this thing is so scarce. I'll take it. What do you guys think of that one? Gorgeous book. Even when you got 2 of them, it looks even better. All right. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Because we got quite a stack, and then we have another video to do. So here we go. More Golden Age, more blues. Scarce book. This is Dynamic Comics. This is a Harry Chesler publication, and it also is a Macro Boy cover. This has a date stamp on it right there. May 2nd, 1944. Just a really killer cover. Love the sci-fi look to it. And again, I saw just a Harry Chesler comic. These are pretty tough. Harry Chesler comics are extremely tough. You're going to see another great one in here. I don't know if it's this video or the next one. That's number 9 from 1944. And then let's get lucky, baby. We got Lucky Comics number 1. And just a weird cover. This isn't even in the book. But just a killer, scarce Golden Age book with a signature series there. And that's from 1944. And that's by Consolidated Publishers. Here we have Goofy Comics number 29 with a ghost cover. You can find these on eBay pretty cheap. I picked this up for less than $20 for a Halloween show. So what? I don't even know what year this thing is. 1948. I paid $15 with shipping. Captain Video, famous star of the Dumont Television Network. This is a faucet also. I actually don't have this. I mean, I've never seen this show. I need to go actually watch it. Look at that gun he's got right there. Let's see. Let's take a closer look at that gun. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of looks lame to me. That almost looks like the guy that played Hogan on Hogan's Heroes, but I know it's not him. Bob somebody. But Captain Video. And then we have some fun comics. Shout out to Charlton Comics 66. I believe this was sent to me by him in an OK. So number 119. February, I'm going to guess 49. There was the big trope in the Golden Age. They had a lot of covers, especially in the funny books where they had them standing on the scale. And then for some reason it was more than it should be and there was a gag behind it. But more fun comics. There are no superheroes in here. It's funny. I thought they would have these backup features with, Green Arrow or Aquaman, but they took them completely out. That's from 19-0. Okay, we have, now this is a silver. How did that get in there? It's not golden. Detective Comics, number 290, featuring Batman and Robin's robots. We have a robot cover here. We have a Sheldon Moldoff cover. Prison Breakout. Nice deep blues. 1961. Bill Finger does the story. Oh, that's not good. Prize Comics publication, Young Romance. This was actually the first romance comic title ever created by Jack and Joe. So read Witch Girl. Very seductive cover. I love it. Nice deep blues. And the original, the biggest and the best, September 1949, 1952. Super Snipe. You're going to see a few in here. Love Super Snipe. The kid with the most comics in America. And these stories are written so fun and well. You could pick these up so cheap. If I were you, I'd be on eBay now looking to see which one of these you can pick up. So here you see GIs can't get home fast enough. And he is imagining that he's pulling all the planes back from overseas. Got your Statue of Liberty right there. So very cool. This is from November 1945, number 12. We have another faucet, 4-star publication, Captain Flight Comics, number 6, 1945. You have a bondage cover here. You have Nazis down there. She's tied up. They're about to start the fire and take her out. Planes in the background and the ground burning. Just a really cool comic. Look at that A and the heart on the plane. These Captain Flights are pretty tough, especially the cooler cover issues. Brenda Starr, Superior Comic. This is a Canadian publication. Number 10 from 1949. Just a sexy good girl. Brenda Starr, of course, was a reporter. Brooke Shields played her in the movie in the 80s. They had other movies of her in the 40s. Romantic adventures for teenagers. I thought champagne was for weddings, not poison. And that's from 1948. And now we have some Scarecrow, September 47. I think this is 1940. With Phantasmo. He's like supposed to be invisible. You can see through. It doesn't look very good. Let's just say that. Just a weird superhero. I actually have not read this yet. I've had this for quite a few years. Just a really scarce. The Funnies, number 47. 1940. Again, headline, Junior Rangers. This is number 20. Headline Comics for the American Boy. I remember when I bought this, it had that big giant crease where it fell like behind a books in a box, and they actually shipped it bent like that. Threw it in the press, and you can't even tell it was ever bent. Look at that blue, though. That's a really nice looking blue in the background. So this is July 1946. And up again, another Foremost. Good Girl, Walter Johnson. This is volume 4, number 2. And she's about to head over the falls. 1945. And here we have an Heroics. Bill Everett. His creation, Hydro Man. Who is he? So this is called Regular Fellers, Hero Comics. It lasted, I think, like 14 issues, and then it just became Regular Fellers. It's extremely scarce. I got this for 20, but it was so low grade. I taped it all together. I'm actually waiting on another copy, a high-grade copy of Heroics. So number 41, or 1941. Okay, and then Top Secrets. This is a 3-issue series. I don't even remember the publisher. This is number 1. July 1949, number 10. It says it's a Bob Powell cover. So I don't think there was 10 issues in here, was there? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. I'm never, whatever. 1949. Okay, guys, we got a few more, and then we're done. So you probably are already gone, but if you stuck around long enough, let's take a look at this one. We got your Wow. I had to pause the camera just for just a minute because I'm like, I remember putting this in a video already. But I did include it in the purple covers. It's right in between. It's like periwinkle, so it could be also blue. So that's Wow number 57 with Mary Marvel, Commander Yang, Scarlet Pinky, Phantom Eagle, August 1947. This is one of my favorite blue covers in my collection. When this book came and I opened it, I was just like awestruck by just the enormous amount of blue on this cover and how high grade it is for a book. I think this is from 1940 or 39. I'll look in a minute. But it's Magic Comics number 12. You have a Mandrake cover. There are 22 Mandrake covers in the beginning of the series, and I'm trying to collect them all. I'm missing probably about 8 of them right now. So very cool. What year was this? This is from 1940, July. That's just a gorgeous book. And then we have a King comic. So this is a David McKay publisher, and this is a David McKay publisher. So we got King Comics number 14, obviously with a nice Popeye cover. We got Henry also over here. I believe that was his name. And this is a really early issue from 1937. So there you go. Okay, next book. So this isn't the blue cover. This is a gray cover, but this is a blue cover. So obviously this one was probably at the end of the print run on the machine where the color was running out of the ink. But a nice Good Girl with Bob Hope in the Cauldron. Now, I found this one for $5 on my comic shop. So this book isn't that expensive if you really look hard. Again, is this Golden Age? I don't think so. So number 55 from March of 1959. War Heroes number 2 from Dell Publisher, I believe. Just one of these comics that were put out for propaganda during the war that had a lot of like history and information on those weapons and those participating. As you can see here, it says thrilling heroic facts from the files of the U.S. Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and the Royal Canadian Air Force. So there you go. Very cool. I didn't pay a lot for this. October 1942. So real early, pretty early Golden Age. Gunsmoke by Youthful Magazine. Blazing Stories of the West. I actually picked this up for $7.50 on eBay. Screaming Terrors of Skull Canyon. But this one is split completely all the way through. It came with another book that I got. The one that I wanted was in much better shape. Number 13, you got the Masked Marvel right there. 1951. Now we have some Marvel, Timely, or Atlas, Venus. Oh my goodness. The interiors in here are so cool because she is a goddess. So the stories deal with her being like up there with the gods and stuff on Mount Olympus. So very cool. Number 5, June 49. And then last, I just got this book, and what a gorgeous book it is. Doctor Doom versus Star Spangled Kid, Crimson Avenger, Green Arrow, Vigilante, and The Shining Knight. Yes, it's low grade, but these leading comics are so scarce. I think they lasted, what, 8 or 9, 10 issues, and then it just was funny animals from then on for the longest time. Guys, that's it for Golden Age Blues number 1, or volume 1, or part 1, or whatever you want to call it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What was your favorite book? And why was it your favorite book? Mark Allen, Roger Perez, Steve Caldwell, Joe Lyons, Steve Ogden. Let's see some blue covers from the Golden Age.